welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Umbali, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping back by again. And if you were a passerby, don't go. This is home away from home. So today's video, we're going to be focusing on the underarms or on our armpits. There's that darkness that tends to make you uncomfortable, especially since summer is approaching. Spring is also approaching because spring in South Africa doesn't start on the 1st of September, but it starts on the 23rd of September. So make sure that by the time spring arrives here, your underarms, your inner thighs, your under buttocks, they are well moisturized. They have pigmentation free, and so forth and so on. And don't forget to go to, on this channel, we share things that bring true reflection results, and it's real reviews, and also affordability is the main focus, and also things that are easily accessible, because we're not about luxury. Luxury will come later on the channel. For now, we're focusing on things that are going to elevate our queens, especially my plus size queens. Plus size queens, make sure to stay tuned on this video, because we know when it comes to the neck, underarms, also inner thighs, hey man, it's a struggle. But don't worry, because I'm here for you. Let's start the video. First step, you'll make sure that your underarms or your armpits are well shaved. So normally what I do, I don't use any shaving creams because I'm very sensitive on certain products or majority of the products. So I tend to use the green bar soap, the sunlight rather. We all know it's very easily accessible and it's affordable. Then I come with my shaving blade, making sure that I remove the hairs. Reason why I decided to shave live on the video is because I wanted to make sure the results that I'm sharing with you guys are true reflection results or true events results, because we tend to be fooled majority of the time by filters, by people who go and do lasers and then later on come back and do reviews that are not true reflection. So this video is very much true. As you can see, everything is being done from the scratch. So I'm almost done. Then the next step, after shaving my underarms, I make sure that I take my glycolic acid from the ordinary. I put it in the cotton pad. So I normally do this routine 3 times in a week because my skin is very sensitive. So there's a different routine for my inner thighs and my underarms. So for my underarms, when I apply this glycolic acid, I will just apply it on the cotton pad, and then after applying on the cotton pad, so after applying my glycolic acid on the cotton pad, then I take my cotton pad, I do this, I rub, and make sure I rub on all the places that have pigmentation. It's not a bad thing to have pigmentation, but if it fills you or makes you uncomfortable, you can follow this procedure or this routine rather, because remember, on this channel we elevate and we make sure that people are comfortable as they come. And we know with us plus size queens, because of the friction that tends to happen, this is our daily struggle. But it's not a wrong thing, because some of us, this is a medical condition. And also guys, I'm not a doctor or I'm not someone who went to school with this. It's something that I have been trying on myself and it has been working, hence I just decided to share it with you guys. So after I'm done, I'll make sure that I apply Thank Goddess cream. This is how my armpit looks like. So if you have a sensitive skin, you will then combine with glycolic acid with Vaseline, because sometimes glycolic acid tends to be so harsh on people with sensitive skin. So it's better for you to apply it with Vaseline, because Vaseline comes as a protective gear on your skin, so that it will work with glycolic acid to make sure you achieve the results. So I've already mixed my Vaseline with the glycolic acid. This is what I normally do twice a night. It will depend how my skin rather reacts. So I do this, but at night only. I do this at night only. Another trick that you can try, especially if you're a person that has a sensitive skin, is to mix your glycolic acid with your Vaseline. The reason why we are mixing it glycolic acid with our Vaseline is due to the fact that Vaseline tends to neutralize the acidity that comes with glycolic acid, and it makes sure you don't burn. Because for my skin, anything that burns me, I know for a fact that I'm gonna be irritated and it's gonna be giving me a harsh rash. So that is why I make sure that I come in with a Vaseline. So for my inner thighs, because on your inner thighs there tends to be friction, like your thighs, if your thighs are doing this on a daily basis, my advice is that when you are applying the glycolic acid, make sure that you mix it with Vaseline. You mix it with Vaseline so that it's not going to bring that harshness towards your inner thighs. And then for the underarms or for the armpits, you will just make sure you put it in the cotton pad, and then you just wipe it down. So sometimes I tend to take it a top notch, or I tend to take it another notch, whereby I'll mix my Vaseline with the glycolic acid, and then I'll also apply it underarms. Why am I doing that? Remember, we tend to forget this place, or we tend to ignore this part of our body, and it tends to be ashy. Plus we are using a deodorant. So if you are using a deodorant, obviously a deodorant function or beneficiary is to make sure that this part of the skin is dry. So what tends to cause that flaky pigmentation is the dryness that comes with the deodorant. Guys, I'm not a dermatologist. However, I'm sharing things, or I'm sharing something which has worked wonders for me. So what I tend to do each and every night, or 3 times in a night, I take my glycolic acid, I mix it with Vaseline, and then I apply it under my armpit, especially after I have taken a bath, because that also assists the process of getting rid of this darkness. Obviously, it's not gonna fade away because I'm plus size, but just to make sure that things are neutralized, just to make sure that the skin is even, you will be trying this hack. And make sure Guti, if it's scented, like if it's itching or if it's giving you that irritant, make sure that you discontinue it, because anything that gives you the irritant, anything that itches, or anything that pinches, it's not good for your skin. It's not good for your skin. Leave it. It's okay. We will try another hack. We'll share other hacks, but this has been the holy grail of removing the darkness or the pigmentation under your armpits and on your inner thigh. Especially also the stubborn place is where we are calling it buttocks. So people have been asking me, how do you have a beautiful skin? How do you achieve a skin whereby you're not going to be having pigmentation? This is the answer for my inner thighs and for my underarms, because my inner thighs are clear, are clean, and they are even. I'm not saying people with dark inner thighs, they're not clean. No, please don't take me wrong, or please don't misquote me. And reason why I'm not sharing my inner thigh is because on the previous video I was limited with monetization because I believe I shared so much. So on this video I wanted to just share, but not too much like I did on the previous video. So guys, there's a last step that I need to share with you. Hold on. When I'm done rubbing my underarms with the glycolic acid, I make sure I apply this holy grain, because this holy grain, it makes sure it moisturizes. Let me apply it so that you can see. It moisturizes and it makes sure your underarms are not flaky, and then your underarms are also not triggered by the roll-on or by any deodorant that you will be using on your underarms. Okay, guys. Last, on my removing pigmentation under my arms and on my inner thighs and also at the back of my buttocks, I use this holy grain. This has been amazing. I've been using this for a year now and it has been doing wonders. It has been amazing. It also has made sure that my confidence is geared up. This is one of those products that we tend to underrate because we don't have an idea of, and I'll make sure I leave their link on the description box rather, and also I'll also share their social media handles so that if in case you want to get your hands on this holy grain, you make sure to click on their link. This is not a sponsored video, but it's something that I decided to share with you guys, since, well, I'm for the queens and the queens are for me. And make sure, queens, you watch those ads so that we can be able to get the catchings, so that we can create more videos with the hacks. So after I have shaved my underarms, or after I have taken a bath, exfoliated, and apply the glycolic acid on my inner thighs together with Vaseline, or on my under thighs, I make sure that I moisturize with this, because also, like I mentioned, the issue that tends to perpetuate the pigmentation on our inner thighs, on our underarms, is due to the fact that we hardly moisturize our cells on those areas, and that is the problem. And this baby here doesn't chip. This baby here lasts long. I apply this baby every day before applying a deodorant under my armpits, and then I also apply this baby on my inner thighs each and every day. This is a thank goodness. Lalela. No rubbing, no chuffing, and no friction, especially if you have Kismadolo. This is the product that you need to make sure you invest in. Guys, it has been a moment. And guys, remember, on this channel, we share things that bring true results, that bring true reflection. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video, because it might be helping someone who doesn't have the money to go and do lasers, the carbon dioxide, because there are so many forms, or there are so many ways to get rid of the darkness under your armpits. But then if you cannot afford, what then? That's the reason why this channel is here. That's the reason why this channel has decided to come back with a bang. And also a disclaimer, please make sure before you use the glycolic acid, you apply it on this area, because this area is not too sensitive, for 7 days, so that you can see will it treat your skin roughly, or will it treat your skin good. And also remember that for a body to absorb, or for a mind to absorb a habit, it takes you 21 days with serious consistency. You cannot use these products for like 2 days, 7 days and expect to see the results. No, consistency is key, and loyalty is key, and loving yourself is key, because no one is imperfect, is perfect rather. Imperfection is just a myth, and perfection is what you are. I'm out.